Alright, let's talk about Return of the Jedi. This is this is finally that review. Yeah, I know I've been kind of late. Just been not feeling good, and I'm just been resting all day, trying to get better, so I can go back to school and finish up school before we go off for Christmas break and all that crap. So but I'm gonna get out every single Star Wars review still. At least I'm attempting to. I might not make it. I mean, it's literally next Thursday or Friday or Saturday whenever I see it. So, if I see Rise of Skywalker before I finish the reviews, screw it. I'll do it later. I'm trying to get them out now. Doesn't mean I will, though. I liked this movie. For the most part. But this movie is not a good movie in its entirety, to be honest. Like, there's so much of this movie that doesn't work, and there's a lot of great things. This is the first thing that I really hate is the Jabba's palace stuff. I get why it's in the movie, the Hans, because they gotta. So I'll do a spoiler review and talk about more, but that stuff just doesn't work. I'll just say that for now. There's a lot to talk about with spoilers for this movie, and so I kind of just want to do a spoiler review for this one. What I don't like the Ewok stuff either. It really doesn't, like, it's filler. That's what it is. I mean, they kind of help in the final battle, but that was not necessary. Did not need to be in the movie. And they add this filler part of the movie where C-3PO is like pretending to be a god. And this isn't even a spoiler, but it's like stupid. It's so freaking stupid. It doesn't even really make sense because C-3PO is like, it goes against my programming to pretend to be a god. And then he just kind of in the next few seconds pretends to be a god. It doesn't really make sense. It's a stupid sequence. Isn't necessary. It's filler. A lot of this movie is filler, to be honest. Which, obviously, they need to make another movie. But, I mean, because this isn't like A New Hope, where it ends and there doesn't need to be a sequel. But there could have been one. And it made a lot of money, so they made one. But, I'm just saying, this ended after Empire Strikes Back, so you kind of need a sequel to tie everything together and conclude the story. And, it's... All the stuff with Palpatine is great. Palpatine is just an amazing villain. Because he doesn't need depth. He doesn't, people were complaining about Snoke and crap. Snoke didn't need depth. They probably shouldn't have killed him off as early as they did in the movies, but he wasn't a bad character by any means. I don't know why people got so upset about that, but because it's basically the same here. You see Palpatine for one movie, and then he gets thrown down an elevator shaft. I'm sorry if that's a spoiler. I guess we're talking spoilers now for this review. But, it's dumb to even complain about that. Darth Vader and Luke's dynamic is phenomenal in this movie, to be honest. And it's just really good. And, I feel like Han Solo sucks in this movie, though. The way he acts as a character doesn't really make sense because he's always like, he's kind of a bumbling idiot the whole movie. And then he's like buddy with Lando, which makes sense if you have the context of Solo, but I don't think anyone's really gonna watch Solo before they watch this movie. And it's just kind of a forgettable movie in that sense, so it doesn't make sense for this movie. It didn't make sense when this movie was made either, so it kind of sucks. I kind of wish they killed off Han Solo, because if they'd done that, it would have been better. It would have been a more impactful end to the end of Empire Strikes Back, and that would have just been a better end, and they wouldn't have all this filler, because this movie should have only been like an hour and a half, and it's like 2 hours and something. It's a lot of filler. That's what most of this runtime is. It's filler. And the other Death Star thing, it doesn't bother me that much. It's a little ridiculous, but it wasn't as bad as when they did it a third time. And there's a rumor that they might do it again in the Rise of Skywalker. And please don't do that. We've had enough of the freaking Death Stars. I know it's Star Killer base, but come on. It's just a bigger Death Star. I don't know. I never cared for this one. And you like the let's kind of talk about the Jabba's palace stuff. Like, I did watch the special edition version of this movie, by the way. And the Jabba's palace, you know how that scene works is like R2D2 and C3PO give themselves up as droids as to get leverage to get Han Solo released, and then that doesn't work. So then the next scene, of course, C3PO and R2D2 don't know the plan, which was really stupid. But I mean, R2D2, it's implied that he did, but like C3PO didn't know the plan. Like, he was confused. Like, what was the point of not telling him what they were supposed to do? Why would they even go there? What? And then like the next part of that is Leia comes in disguised as a bounty hunter, threatens to blow up Jabba the Hutt in order to get bounty, which she doesn't need bounty. It's just this awkward, weird sequence in this whole scene that doesn't make sense. And then she frees Han Solo, then she gets captured and put in the slave Leia uniform, which is sexy. It's not female empowerment. Who cares? It's sexy. I can look in that image all day. I need a Princess Leia, slave Leia on my wall poster. Alright, let's move on before this gets any creepier. Aren't all my videos a little creepy though? That's all I can say. Aren't all my videos that way? You know, so, and then like, so Luke comes to get him released, and then that doesn't work, and so he gets somehow I guess he planned for Jabba to take him all out on a skiff, and then R2D2 just spends it. I don't know how Luke expected any of this to go down. It didn't really make sense. It was kind of dumb. Then Boba Fett dies, which is like, why would you kill him? And if you're gonna kill him, like literally Han Solo bumped into his jetpack and he went flying and got eaten by a monster that makes a cartoonishly stupid burp sound. So it's like, why was this in the movie? I mean, if you're gonna kill Boba Fett, fine, do whatever. But like, not like that. That was just stupid. You got this awesome, cool character that we don't know much about, and you kind of just kill him. I'm not saying they need to give him backstory. I'm just saying that they should have killed him in the way he did. And then it went on, and it's just so dumb, and I can't stand it. And then there's the whole thing about like, I don't know. The special edition crap doesn't make it any better because there's this whole really long dance number. And then a lady gets eaten by the Rancor monsters. It's like, this is literally all filler. I don't know why this is here, but it's there, and it's just, I hate, like, there's so much I hate about this movie. I know people like this one, but honestly, it's not that good. It's like, okay. It's, you know, it's got some things that are good about it, but the rest of it kind of sucks, and I'm sorry, it just does. I mean, this is equivalent on the same level of Phantom Menace to me, where it's got some cool stuff, there's good things about it, for the most part, it sucks. I mean, Harrison Ford keeps acting like he doesn't even want to be there in this movie, and he didn't. He originally wanted his character to be killed off, so that's why they kind of actually froze him in Carbonite, because the rest of the actors were signed on for another sequel, but he was not, because he didn't want to be Han Solo anymore. And so they kind of just froze him, because either they could just keep him dead, since he's frozen in Carbonite, or they could just bring him back in the next movie. It's either or, so it worked out in a good way. And it's just kind of lame. Like, what does Han Solo do in this movie? He literally lets Lando fly the Falcon, which the last moment he knew Lando is the moment he portrayed him. Did I say portray or betray? I don't know what I'm saying. Point is, the movie's not that good, and it's probably one of my least favorite Star Wars movies because it is quite boring. I'm not gonna act like this is the worst. I'm just saying this is my least favorite. Like, I review movies objectively, so no matter what I think of a movie, I'm never gonna call it, oh, this is a good movie because I like it, and then this other movie sucks because I don't like it. Like, there's tons of bad movies that I like. I can't review them as good movies because they're just factually not. I can't even do that for movies that I actually don't like. I mean, Frozen 2, if I was going to give you a review of it, for the most part, it would be a positive review. I know that sounds weird. The guy who hates it the most writes a positive review for it. Yeah, I would do that.